Hi everyone, it's Karissa with Sun Control. We are here today actually at our shop. We have a super awesome special guest today, Tony Flattum from Built Strong Exteriors. Welcome, Tony.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. Why don't you tell our listeners and everybody that's going to be watching the video a little bit about you and kind of who you are, where you're located.
Yeah, so my name is Tony Flattum. I live in Stillwater, Minnesota. Our company is based in Lake Elmo, Minnesota. And we've been there since 2016. And that's our new location. So
awesome. So you have Built Strong Exteriors. Why don't you tell people a little bit about where you got started? I know you said 2016. Have you always been in the Lake Elmo, Stillwater area, or have you gone other places?
So yeah, I grew up in Stillwater, so nice. I'm originally from there, but I got into the business in 2002 originally.
Okay.
Worked for another company, did some production for a little while, and then got into the sales side of the business, and then did that for a couple of years, where eventually I went off and opened my own thing, nice. My own company in 2006, and grew that. But then we also had a partner for a while and did that and grew the company, and we just were going different directions, so we parted ways and kind of went through a couple of different partnerships over the years.
Oh, yeah.
and went through some journeys and up and downs, but learned a lot through it. And then Built Strong got started in 2016 when we moved over and got that going.
Nice. So for our listeners that are listening in and don't know exactly what Built Strong is, why don't you tell them a little bit about the construction industry and where all that is?
Yep, so we're a construction. We do roofing, siding, windows, gutters. Most of it is insurance restoration work. That's where kind of my background was. We help homeowners through the insurance claims on hail damage, wind damage, trees that fall in your house. If there's anything damaged to your house, we come out and put together a full scope on helping you get that covered through the insurance company and walking them through the claim to help get it restored. So
awesome. So getting started with Built Strong, what did you do prior to owning the company?
Yep, so I did production for a company for one season in 2002. I was going and running around doing repair work to fixing, installing windows, siding, roofing, and quality control, watching job sites. And then I just realized that I wanted to get more on the other side of helping homeowners through the process of getting them, approved through the insurance company. I was seeing that done through the company, and I was like, that's what I want to do, and made that jump. And that was kind of where my niche was. I just really enjoyed that part of it, seeing the customers go from having the roof damaged or wanting a roof replaced by retail and just didn't know how they were going to afford it, and helping them through the process of getting it covered through the insurance if there was damage there. And then also if there was no damage, if they were just in bad shape, we would give them a retail bid and get them taken care of and help them out. So that was kind of my passion of helping the customers
for sure
through the process.
Yep, helping is a big world out there, and when customers, and you can make their process a lot easier. A lot of times it's about mindset and going through the obstacles, which are always fun to do. Have you had a lot of obstacles lately, or tell us about a couple that you've had that along the way have kind of transitioned your journey?
Yeah, well, there's always a lot, obviously. I mean, when you're out, and we do some door knocking as well, so then you deal with the up and downs of that. I mean, being out knocking on doors and giving our information, you get a lot of no's, but we know that we're out there for a purpose and doing good things and trying to get people aware of what happened in the area and pre-qualify them. So there's always an obstacle with that, and pushing and helping our sales staff to kind of get over that obstacle as well. But then just the partnership. I mean, we went through a couple of different companies over the years of being in this business, and mainly just kind of going different directions, and it wasn't, it was just different directions on where we were going. So we just kind of made a couple of different brand changes. So it was, this is our third company that we rebranded and moved over with a lot of our staff and gotten going, mainly because of, just partnership split ups. But we have a lot of the same crews we've used, and a lot of the sales guys been there for the last 10 plus years. So it's the experience is definitely in-house.
Yeah, so with your sales staff and helping coach them along the way, what are some of the benefits that you hear from the sales staff or from any of the people that work with you as far as their journey and where you guys are at?
Yeah, a lot of them just, coming into the business, and some of them having the opportunity to make more income, get out there and change their life on doing good things. On the more people they can help, the more money they're going to make. It's a commission job, so it's more volume based. So the more that they can get out and help people, and we always push them to focus on that. Don't focus on just going after the paycheck.
The number game.
It's like we always pour more people and say, hey, just make sure you're going out there, networking, working with agents, working with brokers, knocking on doors, whatever you need to do early on to get in front of as many people as you can
For sure.
to help them, and the money will come.
Yep.
And if we can really paint that picture, a lot of them really get after it, and they go out there. They don't let the doors bother them.
No.
How many they gotta go to and how many they gotta do every single day to be at the end of the year and have a good number.
Kind of planting those seeds from the beginning.
Yep.
What is your guys' service area? Where all do you cover?
So right now we mainly cover within 60 miles of our office in Lake Elmo. So we try to stay within that, so western Wisconsin to 60-mile area. But we also have a location we just opened up in Rochester. So we're going to be covering about 20 miles around that area, mainly servicing that town. And then we've done some jobs in St. Cloud as well.
Nice.
I mean, we've had some brokers up there we've worked with and some agents and stuff that we've worked with over the years to where we've gotten quite a few leads up there. So we'll go up there and work those areas, but we try to stay within our zone so we can at least make sure we can build the jobs and get to them faster instead of being so spread out. So, but it's hard to do because people want you to go and service them. And
they want you to be everywhere, and there's
so
certain areas.
we try to go and help them whenever we can. But if it's too far outside of the circle,
Yeah.
we have to let them know. We just obviously can't help them in this case.
Do you have referrals that cover a lot of the other areas or other companies that you know of that you usually try to lead them in the right direction?
Yeah, we have a lot of our subs or a lot of other people that are different areas
Yeah.
that we would pass them off to that we know in different spots. So we always, even if it's us getting it or somebody else, we would be fair and give them a good lead to go help take care of them.
Outstanding. So you do a lot with the Build Strong. I have known that you've done some investing and things like that in the past. Are you still doing that, and where are you all with that?
Yeah, the investing game I've been doing for quite a while. I mean, I've been buying real estate since 2004, and last year we were overly busy, so I didn't really get to do too much, but we had a major storm that came through our area, and so we went all in on that and didn't pretty much focus on the real estate stuff.
For sure.
But it's a big passion of mine. I mean, I've been doing that for quite a while, and I
Yeah.
really enjoy it. Also with my team, I mean, as they're making more money and growing and they want to invest,
Yeah.
it's been fun to kind of give them some pointers and talk some real estate stuff with them and help them
get them
put their
excited
money
and see.
put their money to work. So
Outstanding. So you guys just went on a company trip not too long ago. Tell our viewers about some of the fun things that you guys have done as a company and where you've gone.
yeah, so every year we always try to put together an incentive for our staff where we could hit certain goals and go on a company trip. So we've done some trips to Cancun, we've done some trips to Belize, Costa Rica. Our last one we just did here last year, we went to Colombia, and that was one of our biggest company trips we've had. We've had, I think it was 64 that went on that company trip with us last year. So it was great to get everyone together.
Oh yeah, team building.
Yeah, when you get out of work and you can at least hang out and spend 7 days with each other and not be at work and be outside of work doing something fun and being on vacation. I mean, people are still talking about that trip today. So
that's great. That's important to have that rapport with not only the sales staff, but to have that work-life balance all kind of go together.
Absolutely.
So I heard through the grapevine that you're writing a book. Tell us a little bit about that and where all that started.
Yeah, so I mean, I just, over my journey of me doing this business and getting into this space, I just been into a lot of masterminds lately and a lot of conferences and coaches and mentors I've been talking to, and they're just like, man, you got to tell your story. And I'm like, well, yeah, I didn't know that was that big of a deal, but when you're going for 20 years and you're kind of just keeping your head down and you're just going to work every day, working 12, 16-hour days and getting after it and building a business and then rebuilding a business and rebuilding a business and going through those challenges and having people, restart. Some people would have just quit and gave up and did something different. And I did, and I just kept kind of pushing forward. So yeah, the book is going to be coming out fairly soon. We're just in the process of working through it and just kind of telling the story and the journey along the way, and a lot of it's mindset stuff of just having your mind in the right place and pushing through the challenges, because if you let that get to you and bring you down, and it'll change your course.
Yes. So staying positive, mindset, all of that is the most important. I know that a lot of people I've met along my journey, they're like, man, you're just always so happy. I'm like, you've got to make the best out of every situation. And obviously in the sales world or any world, you can't take no as it's always not no directly. It could just be not right now. You just got to kind of keep feeding the fire and seeing what you can do. So the book will be coming out. You've got a lot of investing going on. What is your why? What drives you to do what you do today?
Yeah, mostly what's been my biggest why is seeing the people that are coming into the business and seeing their lives change. Because I mean, my life's changed early on of me being a salesperson to an early business owner and going through those different challenges and whatnot, but also being able to travel and do nice things
Yeah.
and have investments and work because you want to, not because you have to kind of a deal. And if I can pull in people into the company that can come in and work and mentor them and to try to be a better person and do better things and change their life, that's been kind of more of my passion lately, is just, that's why we're opening up a One More Door mastermind. We opened it a couple of months ago. We're slowly building it out. Right now it's more organic, more direct referrals, because we're just kind of going through the early stages of building it, but it's more of the bigger picture of not only helping our staff, but helping everybody in the industry.
Sure.
And then eventually it'll be more than just our industry. It'll be mindset stuff and coaching and putting people together that if we don't know the answers, we'll have an expert in the group that will have the answers to it. So it's more of a network to where I'm part of a few other ones now, so I'm kind of learning a lot from them, saying I love this and I want to do it for myself, and also bring in more people that I can help as well at my level, and then just keep hopefully me growing and then growing them.
Nice. Who have been some of your mentors along the way? I know you talk a lot about mindset and a lot of the coaching, and I know you do some stuff here and there and dabble with a bunch of different people, but who are some of the main ones that have mentored you and gotten you to where you are today?
Yeah, so I mean, there's been a lot, but the ones that I'll kind of go to right now are the ones that are current, that are kind of directing me towards a certain phase of my life is Tony Robbins. More of a life coach kind of deal, and part of his mastermind. And then also Ryan Stuman, I've been really getting involved with him and his group Apex, which is awesome because it's not just roofing companies, I mean, it's everybody in the group, to where he's building a good network of everyone helping each other out, and just a really good group of really good people. And then also on the real estate side, I mean, there's been a couple, but the one I'll mention, everyone probably knows a lot of them, is Grant Cardone. He's been one that I've been following for quite a while, that's just showing me how to invest in bigger deals and get out of the smaller deals and go to the next level. So I've been kind of following his path a little bit. I'm just trying to get into some bigger deals and see where that goes.
Growth is always the main goal, but it's also seeing the steps along the way, the processes, getting those in place, getting everybody's PPFs done, kind of following along the process. So when you talk about your mentors, has there been anything or any quote or anything that's kind of driven you from the beginning that kind of sticks in your head every time you're out there or anything?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was a huge shift for me in 2018 when I first went to a Tony Robbins event, and that was shortly after I had a partnership split up that was not as friendly as the first one. It was a little more cutthroat on the second one. We were just kind of going different directions, and it was handled pretty poorly on his end. And we parted ways in 2016. That's when we kind of came over to Build Strong. But when I went down to a Tony Robbins event in 2018, going through those years of wondering why things happen to you and why is this happening to me, and all I was trying to do is build a good company and work with people and help people out and give the shirt off my back. And then these kind of things happen on partnership split ups and doing it the wrong way. So when I went down there and heard him say about things don't happen to you, they happen for you. So that's been a game changer for me. So everything I look at now, things happen for me and things happen for a reason. So even though that I'm dealing with something that's coming up that you're wondering what the heck, it's like, well, this is happening for me for whatever reason. It sucks right now, but in a year or two, you're going to look back and say that helped me pivot to a certain point to where I came out of that much better.
For sure.
And even the partnership split up, actually, how much that sucked. Going through that, and actually looking back now is actually a blessing. It was a good thing. We weren't meant to be together for that part of the journey, and parting ways, and where we're at now, we're in the best spot that we could ever be in.
Absolutely.
And I think that kind of happened for a reason. So with him doing that, it actually worked out, and it's probably better for him too. So it's works out great.
Sometimes with those partnerships or the things that happen along the way, the little bumps in the road, you grow as a person. Like, that's the one thing, like, you don't see at the time. You're like, this could be something you can handle it one or two ways. You could be negative and kind of be sour and be stuck in that situation, or you can learn and grow from mistakes and or things that happen. And I think that's the big thing when you get through those and you find a way to kind of get out of the situation and make the best of it is growing yourself. So you have a lot of employees that you've talked about, a lot about coaching, mindset, everything like that. Is there one in particular person that you've seen grow a lot and that they've really, you know, kind of came out of their shell since they started with you?
Yeah, there's been a handful, I mean, in the company that came in and they're developing, and
Yeah.
I mean, even one of my main sales managers, I mean, he was been with me for 18 years.
Nice.
And with him coming in as a salesperson originally, to over the years being a project manager, to a general manager, to a field trainer, I mean, he's done just about
He's
everything
wearing every
in the
hat,
company.
yep.
And to where he's at now, it's great because he's leading the sales team.
Nice.
He's finding his way and his why, and he's
Yep.
getting a lot of passion and helping the sales guys and turning it. Because originally, early on, I mean, he was kind of, you know, for himself. He was a sales guy trying to
Yep.
do his thing, and he'll admit that's why I could say that.
Right.
But yeah, he would be more for himself a little bit and looking at things for himself. And now with him leading the team, he's really getting that to where he wants them to win more than him.
Right.
And if they're winning, he'll win.
Yep.
And once you get to that point, it's priceless.
It's game over. Then it's, you know, that's their why. That's their drive, is helping people, and it's not just the living paycheck to paycheck, or it's not the money that comes in, but it's like, wow, I'm making a difference in somebody's life.
Right.
And when you get to that point, no matter where you're at in life, it's a game changer. I mean, it's meeting people, seeing people, and they're like, you've been here, you've been through the situation. How can you help me? So.
Yeah, and even with him, I mean, he's, you know, I started going in early, watching all these motivational videos before the day gets started. I was always in there in the office at 6:30 watching these videos, and he would come in and he would kind of sit there a little bit and do his thing, and I'm walking by and hearing the videos as I'm playing on the big screen, and he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm just watching my videos. I watch them every single day to kind of just get my head where it needs to be and start the day off right. And so then we started watching the videos together.
Nice, good.
And then now, like, he's all into them, which is great, because now, like, all those videos are pouring into him and he's pouring into his people. And
it kind of transforms.
It just gives you more purpose and just know that people are going to deal with a lot of crap. And it's all how you overcome it, and words matter. If you can, I can't. I mean, it's like, you know, if you win, you learn, or when you fail, like, you just got to change the words a little bit. And it's a game changer. So he's been really diving into that, and the development over the years of him doing that the last few years has been huge.
It's interesting when you watch videos like that, or you watch the Tony Robbins, you do the Grant Cardone, any of those, when you're watching them, how people take them differently and they make them their own. But it really starts to kind of form their life and makes a difference. I mean, whether it's you interpreting something one way or just whatever's going on in their life, overcoming those objections, or no doesn't mean no, or anything like that. So you have your investments. You now have a yacht that you do some things on a little bit.
Yeah, I got the yacht a couple of years ago. It was I got in May of 21, and it's been one of those things where started off wanting to, you know, for the family and all that stuff, and hanging out, which has been great. We do that as much as we can. But a lot of it lately has been doing deals on it, meeting down there with real estate brokers and talking through deals and signing deals. And we did our first podcast on the boat not too long ago. So it's being used for a lot of different things now instead of just pleasure. It's actually a good spot to go down and have meetings on it and network. And we have another smaller office that's really close to there as well. Down near the river there. So we go down, have our little meetings, and then we'll go out and entertain, or have some of our leadership meetings there. We have them every Friday at 10:30. So we'll go on the boat and just go out there and brainstorm and just get out of the office, just get a different vibe so people can open up a little bit and let loose and just, you know, share their concerns and their hot files and whatever we're dealing with at the time, and just figure out solutions for it. So
a lot of times it's just a different setting. I mean, I know obviously I have done a lot of networking on boats. You're in a different mindset. You're kind of a little more relaxed. You're just free flowing. You're able to just kind of clear your mind, get things out, get the deal set if you need to. It's kind of like when people say, geez, you're on the golf course a lot. To me, yes, I am, but I'm working. Like, they don't see that. It's like you get a lot of deals done. There's more sales or anything that can happen when you are out on the golf course, whether you're networking, you're talking business, you're with someone, you're playing golf with them for 4 hours, or you're out on a boat, you're in the middle of the river. Guess what? There's nowhere else you can go. So let's just talk about life and kind of build that relationship as well.
Yeah, it's be where your feet is, right?
Absolutely.
You got to be where you're at and be all into it if you're in there and all the distractions of the cell phone and
Yeah,
everything else pulling you away, I mean, if you can get into those meetings and really dive in, you're going to accomplish a lot more in a half hour than being there for 2 hours
for sure.
and just picking it apart a little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to really dive in, and it's been really a good thing. So I'm not telling you to go buy a yacht, but I've been
Brainstorming on the boat. We've already got a name.
I've been boating for years, and so this is just a newer boat that I've replaced one with. So I mean, it wasn't like I just bought the boat for my first time.
Yeah.
It's been boating for a long time. So
Yep, it's interesting when people talk about boating or they talk about golfing and putting the phone down. So many people drive you to pick that phone up and stay on the phone 99% of the time, but I feel like a lot of work is done when you actually do put that phone down. When you are current and you're carrying on a conversation and you can communicate with people and you can really get down to the nitty gritty and kind of find out, you get a good feeling for who they are, where they're going.
Absolutely.
So what's next for you? What do you think you have on your plate next?
Yeah, right now we're just really trying to build this mastermind out. That's kind of the next big push. I mean, It just started, so we're just building that out and trying to grow that group, and hopefully we can help more people and get the message out there and do what I'm seeing in other groups to where how much they're helping me.
Yeah.
If I can pass that on and take that knowledge and bring it into this, that's going to be kind of my next big push here for a while. And obviously keep growing, build strong. I mean, we want to open up more locations. We don't want to slow down. We want to kind of keep building it and ramping it up. And we know there's a lot of different breaking points, and we're going to peak to a certain number. And last year was one of our best years we've ever had.
Nice.
And so, but then this year we kind of pulled back a little bit because we're kind of restructuring and we are filling a lot of roles that because last year we had everyone wearing 2 or 3 hats. It was a crazy year.
Yep.
We were understaffed, and now we overstaffed to where we can get everyone trained in the right areas so we can regroup a little bit and then keep building that base up to where each year we can kind of keep stacking up and then pull back a little bit and then just, keep being over the previous years. You're going to go up a little bit and then back down, up a little bit, back down. So it's not always going to go up, but I mean, we know that we weren't going to bust through our number last year, but we knew that we were going to want to rebuild the foundation. And so as years to come, we can get through that again.
Yeah. So you talk about your employees wearing many hats. Do you see a lot of them shifting through different positions in the ebbs and flows and kind of where their niche is or what they actually want to do during?
Yeah, absolutely. We have. I mean, the company is growing so much now over the last 3 years to where we're putting roles in place that we've never had before.
Yeah.
So the people that are tired of what they're doing over here, but their expertise could be in something else, we find out what their strengths are and trying to put them in the right roles.
Yeah.
We also been doing a lot of the assessments too for our employees, so we can figure out where their strengths are.
Yeah.
And try to help them be in the right position too. Because if they're not happy, if they're frustrated,
right,
and they're coming into work and just doing their role and they're hating it, they're not going to be there long. So if we can find out where their passion is and let them know up front, hey, you're hired for this position, you come in, do your job, and if you think that another role in the company that you can see that is better fit for you, let us know, and if it's a good fit, we'll move you. So we're always either transferring people, moving them around, and as we grow, new roles open up, and the people that are in a role that can move up to a new spot, they get to move up too, and so there's always opportunity everywhere. And then eventually, if they want to ever go do their own thing, they can always
they already have the process and
they can do our own location somewhere else or go do their own thing. But it's having an opportunity where they can still work with us and go open another new location.
Have you found that in the Rochester area or the St. Cloud area, or is that still strictly you? Do you have other employees that are starting to run those branches and things like that too? Yeah, so we opened it because we've been down there since 2017 doing a lot of work down there. Yeah. So we'd have clients, but we never had a location down there, but we would just go, it's only an hour and a half mile location, so we would go down and service those customers and work those areas, but we just know that it's a great market. It is. And it's blowing up so much. They're building like crazy down there. It's a great little area, so we wanted to get a location there. And it just happened to work out to where one of our guys that been with us since 2017, he got married to a girl that lives down there. Nice. And he made the move down in June of this year. Okay. So we're making him our point guy to run that location. Yep. And then now we're in the process of just hiring more people to fill out that team to build it. So we're building it out a little slow this year, but then going into the winter months, we're going to really try to build out one full team, which is a team of 8. And then we'll just keep stacking out more teams after that going into next year. So we were talking a little bit about processes and getting them set in place to where you guys are now. And that way you can duplicate it wherever you go. What was your journey in getting those processes set in place?
So we're always doing processes.
Right.
They're never done, and it's when they say growing pains, that's part of it. I mean, it's a journey. It's hard. I mean, you go through and you add certain things in place to where you might see it from a certain angle. You put something in place, and then all of a sudden you get somebody that's like, well, hey, what about this? And you're like, okay, so you're always adding things. So, but we are trying to get our processes so dialed in to where we can just have a complete model to where we can go here and they have a complete playbook.
Right.
But I mean, a lot of it's done, but we're always adding to it every year. It's always a uphill battle trying to
for sure
make them perfect and look at every angle from every side, not just from our side, but the sales side to the production side. I mean, it's a lot of work that goes into the processes.
Yep, and definitely. I mean, you notice too, like what works here might not work in Rochester or in St. Cloud or Wisconsin or wherever you may go, because it's a different atmosphere. It's a totally different area, so you don't know what's coming up with those. So St. Cloud, Rochester, are you thinking about anything in Wisconsin since you're over by Stillwater, or have you dabbled in that area at all?
Yep, we do a lot of work in western Wisconsin. I mean, we've done work all the way out until to Ellsworth, Wisconsin.
Okay. Yep.
We've done work actually out in Madison,
Nice.
more of like townhomes. We have a few people out there that we work with that work for a townhome association.
Okay.
So whenever there's one that comes up, we usually do one or two every couple of years.
Yep.
For them. So we'll go down there and do a bigger project. But eventually, it'd be nice to have a location in Madison. So that could be hopefully down the road. But,
yeah.
But we cover well into Wisconsin right now because we do a lot of work in Hudson, New Richmond, all those different areas.
Oh, great.
That are so close. We service all those spots.
Perfect. So you have family. You've talked about your family. Do you have any of your family or staff that work for you currently?
Yeah. So my mom, she was one of my first original employees.
Oh, nice.
She was working at 3M, one of the smaller locations in Stillwater, and so she worked there for like 15 years, I think it was, and then they were relocating that location, and she's like, well, I don't want to have to move to that new location out of state, and then she went to a different location. She had to kind of start over for her ranking.
Ooh,
So she's like, well, I'm going to take an early retirement, and it was kind of nice because she's like, well, you just did your own thing in 2006. You're getting off going, and I believe in what you're gonna do, and I want to come and support you. So she retired early.
Awesome.
And she came over to be my first employee back in 2006, and she's still working with us.
Nice.
She's doing it more part time
for
us.
For sure.
But she's working Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, and taking off Mondays and Fridays. But yeah, she loves being around, helping out. But it's great to see where we came from her being the first employee to now we're at 102 employees.
Wow, that's a lot.
So it's been a heck of a journey, but yeah, it was good that she jumped on early on to help me out.
For sure, and see where you've gone and what you've done, and she's been in the process. So you have some kids. Are you thinking that this is hopefully something that will go to them in the future, or what they want to do? But
yeah, I mean, if they want to, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'm not gonna kind of lay out a perfect plan for them on the construction side. If they want to be involved, they can. I do know that, I mean, maybe more the real estate side, having them doing some things and helping out. But yeah, it just kind of comes down to what they want to do. I want them to kind of figure out their own path a little bit, but give them some ideas and some tips and some processes that might say, hey, I mean, no matter where you go, you know, do these certain things, and maybe give them a little bump on a jump start a little bit, but they have to kind of go through their own little journey. But I know one of my kids is talking about wanting to work with me. The other ones don't know what they want to do yet.
And they might not know that. I mean, I have kids that are going through college still and don't even know, and it's like, there's people my age, your age, that are still kind of dabbling their feet and trying to get their feet planted and figure out what they want to do. So it's a tough life. But I think that with the coaching that you guys do, things like that too, I mean, that helps motivate them, helps keep them going. When you have like your business, you have your family, do you intertwine those a lot? Do they come to your events? Do they do a lot at the business?
Yeah, I mean, my wife, she doesn't get too much involved in the business. I mean, she's got her own things going where she keeps busy with it, and I kind of do that for a reason, because it's, I mean, some people can work together and be there all day and then take it home with them and whatnot. And for me, like, I just didn't want to have too much of the work. When I come home, I want to kind of shut it off a little bit, and not have to talk about work all the time and be in it. So she's been doing a lot of Coco's Heart Dog Rescue,
Nice,
Give Back. She's been doing that for the last 4 years and being a mentor for them. So she'll go over and help people for the dog fostering and whatnot. We also dog foster as well, and we sponsor a lot of their events. Like we actually have one this Saturday coming up for the big event that they have, and they
Where's
have
that
live
gonna be?
band. That's at their new location in Somerset, Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm. We
So
did
they
the
have-
graphics there. That's when we have our newsletters go out, when everybody says we see the dog, that's from Coco's Heart. So,
Okay,
yep.
perfect. Yeah, so we sponsor all their events. We actually installed a free roof for them back when they built that building. We donated our labor and our material to put a new roof on that building for them. So
Nice.
we're really involved with them and helping out. But then she also does some subbing for school, for
Okay.
elementary school for
Yeah.
where our youngest son goes.
Yep.
And so she's busy with that. But she'll come to like obviously the Christmas parties
Yeah.
and a lot of the events that we have throughout the year to kind of get everyone together and bond and stuff. And she'll help me on a couple little things if I needed to, like a little punch out list, but for the most part, we just keep it
Keep
separate.
that separate.
Yeah.
Yep. So Built Strong, you've been talking a lot about the Coco's Heart. How else do you guys give back? Do you guys give back in the community? I know you're around a lot and you for sure are doing a lot. Tell our viewers a little bit about that.
Yeah, so pretty much we do a lot of give backs to a lot of local schools, especially where we focus on, as of right now, where a lot of our employees have their kids going. So we have them get involved and have them sponsor their schools and sponsor their sports teams. And even like Hudson, for an example, I mean, we do a lot of stuff over there because one of our guys' kids plays football over there. And so we do a lot of the sponsoring for that. We also do a lot of sponsoring for Coco's Heart.
Mm-hmm.
We also do every October coming up here, we do Susan G. Komen. So we donate $50
Nice.
per job built in the month of October. And we donate that towards that cause. And last year it was a big month last year. We donated like over $20,000
Wow, amazing.
to Susan G. Komen. And then every year we pick 6 families in November for Thanksgiving that
Mhm.
are having maybe a hard time. So if you even wanted to donate or recommend somebody, I mean, you can reach out to us and put that in there because we're always looking for families that really are in need of having a good Thanksgiving with their family, and we provide a full meal
Okay,
and give them a
nice.
gift card where they can go and get some of their own things too as well, but just give them a good full-blown
Yeah.
Thanksgiving to where if they might not be able to afford it or in a tough spot to where they just couldn't have a full dinner. So we do that to 6 families, and then we also we did a lot of the Toys for Tots stuff for many years. And then the last couple of years, we kind of shifted to where we do the Toys for Tots, but it's more of like bringing the toys down to Gillette Hospital and giving them to the kids.
Nice.
And so we've been doing that in December for our December month. So mostly those 3 months are our big give
The big
backs.
ones, yep.
And then throughout the year, we'll sponsor a lot of schools and people that reach out from customers.
Yeah.
We'll sponsor golf events and
Yeah.
stuff for people too.
Absolutely.
We'll have customers that will ask like, hey, do you guys sponsor a hole? Do you want
Yeah.
this? And we almost always do.
For
So
sure.
we try to give back wherever we can.
So if people want to help with the give backs, or they want to help donate or be a part of your Susan G. Komen or any of the ones with Thanksgiving dinner, they want to help donate on behalf of you guys, how do they get a hold of you? What do they do?
Yeah, so they can look up our company. It's builtstrongexteriors.com. They can go on there, our Facebook page, our Instagram, we're on there as well. Also, they can obviously reach out to me directly at Tony Flattum. I'm on Facebook as well, or Instagram. But yeah, I mean, just you can either donate or jump on board with us and donate directly, or if we're doing work with you in the month of October, you'll automatically be donating to the cause. So we try to donate so much per job
Perfect.
in October.
Outstanding. Well, you're on social media, you're doing the podcast, you've started dabbling a little more in the podcast. What have been some of the difficult questions or the things that you've come across from the beginning? Have you started to kind of get into it a little bit more, gets a little more comfortable?
Yeah, I mean, it actually, I didn't even really plan on doing podcasts. It was just kind of funny where I had a buddy of mine reach out through Apex.
Yeah.
And more of the real estate side, and
Yeah.
we did our first one, and he threw it out there, and then a bunch more people reached out to where I'm like, okay, this is a thing. I'm gonna do this a little more and get out there, and so it's been awesome though. It's
Yeah.
been great. I mean, a lot of it is just it's tough talking about the previous partnerships.
It is, yep. You
know,
have those
I mean,
things.
It's always one of those topics where you're like, you know, you never want to have a partnership go bad, but
Right.
I mean, it does, and it did for a reason. And
Yep.
the first one wasn't so bad, and the second
Right.
one was really bad,
Mhm.
to where it was pretty cutthroat, and I mean, a lot of guys got kind of taken advantage of and didn't get paid through that whole journey, and so it was. But you learn through those things.
Absolutely.
And that's why, I mean, where I'm at today, I just think it all happened for a reason.
Yep.
But those are always hard to talk about.
They are, for
the
sure.
partnership stuff, but it's all part of the journey.
Yep, and
So-
you wouldn't be where you are today if you didn't have those happen. But you also learn for things coming up in the future, you see the backside of it and what can happen, the pays, the partnerships, things like that. So you kind of start to just do it on your own and say, okay, this is how I want to do it, this is my why, this is why I'm doing it, and getting everything set in place.
Yeah, and it's being around good people. I mean, I've
Yeah.
been just really being a lot more careful on who I bring into my circle.
For sure, yeah.
And making sure that, I mean, I trust but verify a lot more, to where I don't just, because before it was always like a handshake deal. I trust you,
Yep.
go do this, and you just start going to work and do your part. You're not watching everything that they're doing.
You don't micromanage
or-
it.
Yeah, you don't want to micromanage. I'm not that kind of guy, but I'm just like running and gunning, doing my thing, and then you look back, you're like, oh, geez, I would have maybe saw a little more of something happening.
Eyes
I would
open
have just
open.
paid a little more attention.
Yeah,
And or especially you would have an agreements in place. Like, we didn't have anything signed. We just more of a handshake deal. I trusted
Mhm.
him, trusted both of them, and then just it's like, now looking back, well, obviously if I have a partnership, it's gonna be real laid out,
yep,
and everything up
bucks.
front where everyone's happy, and go through all the pros and the cons and lay it all out there, and have an agreement in place to where you, if anything ever did happen, you have a buy-sell agreement to where now you know if you're gonna part ways.
yeah,
You don't have to spend time going through legal or fighting to prove your side. You can just say, here it is, and move on.
this is already what is established and
Yeah.
we're set.
But it's building a good leadership team, and we have a really good leadership team in place now, and management teams and stuff. So, I mean, when you get them people in place and get them in the right area where they need to be, and what they're doing and delivering a message,
Yep,
they're passing on what we're wanting from where we're at, and just doing the right things.
absolutely. So you're talking a lot about obviously the processes, things like that, and having employees going through the last couple of years have probably been difficult through the COVID, like everybody else, being here and there and everywhere. Do a lot of your people mostly work back in the office? Are they all back in office, or do some still work from home, or it's just kind of both?
We both. We
Yeah.
have most of them do work in the office. At least they come in for our meetings, and
Yeah.
most of our sales staff are out in the field.
Absolutely.
So they're only in there for like our trainings we do, and then for our company-wide meetings, they're in the office. But for the most part, they're all in the field. Same with
Yeah.
production. I mean, production comes in the morning. They huddle in the morning and go over a game plan for the day and get
Yeah.
what jobs they're watching, and they're out in the field all day, running around too, doing that. But then we also have our in-house department that does like insurance negotiations
Yep.
for like supplements that are missing the estimates. They go through that and make sure that they're getting everything that are owed for the
Mhm.
home, to do it right
Yep,
and get it done right with the right code items and stuff. So we have most of them that are working remote,
yes,
and
yep.
there's a few of them that work in the office, but a lot of them, for them, they don't need to be
There's
in the
not a
office.
necessity, yep.
Yeah, they have the CRM system that we have, so they can get in there, see all the pictures, go through and just call the insurance company and negotiate all those like items. So they don't need to be in the office for that.
Nice.
So, but as we grow, I think there'll be more positions that will kind of come to where we won't have to have everyone in the office.
Right.
If
Obviously,
their
the
job
people
can get
that need
done.
to be there, yep,
Yeah, but it is good to get people in the office, because then you just kind of rally around
yep,
the excitement to get a good plan and just that interaction with people.
for
you know?
sure, yep.
But yeah, it was a different time in 2020. I mean,
It was,
we didn't know what was going to happen. I mean, we're a door knocking company.
yeah,
So
yep,
we do a lot of marketing as well. We get a lot of leads from brokers and like agents and realtors and all this different thing, to where it's not only door knocking, but
Right.
a big part of it is door knocking. And we were like, well, what's
do we
going
do
to happen?
it, do we
I
not
mean,
do it?
Yeah, I mean, we were shut down there for a little bit, to where we had to kind of shift gears
Yeah,
and figure out a different game plan to get in front of customers, and how to sell that deal and help them,
Yep.
because we really can't help them until we sign them up and
yep,
move them through the process. But we were going out, leaving folders, and then calling them from the car,
right,
and walking them through the process.
like
doing
here's
a
the
rough
folder, here's the
inspection.
layout, yep,
Yeah, we would get up and video the inspection
wow,
and take
yep,
pictures, and then call them and send it to them so they can see what we're doing.
yep.
And so
So
that
I
was a
know you're
different.
there and this is the layout and
Yeah,
a
it
little
was a
more
different.
virtual.
It was a different time, but we adapted, overcame, and it was a good experience. We learned a lot through that as well.
Yeah, do you guys still use some of that in place today? I mean, I know people aren't fully back and they might not ever be to where they were 2 years ago, to all the face-to-face, not wanting to leave the house or to do things. They want to do everything virtual now. How much of that has changed for you guys?
Yeah, well, we do pretty much 50-50. I mean,
Yep.
we have a lot of them because we went digital on all of our files.
Nice.
To where some of the reps still want to use the paper files, and they go
Yep.
out and sit down and have them signed off. But then there's a few of them, a handful of them, that want to, it's all digital.
E-signature and
they
get
can
it all
email it
done.
over,
Yep.
and they can fill everything out and have them click and sign and
Nice.
do that, so they don't have to use the paper contract. But that was a big shift for us in
For
2020.
sure.
Because we were a company kind of old school to where we would have the paper
Carbon
files.
copies and paper
And
files.
we'd have file racks all over our office, and we'd moving file to file.
We've got those offices here
Yeah,
still.
so we were doing that, and it's like, man, I mean, we did it for a lot of years, and it worked for us. But then that kind of forced us to go more digital, go more,
Yep.
virtual too, to where we can just do it over the phone
The
and
handshakes
email.
go away.
Yeah, so there's definitely a handful of them that do it that way still, and then there's
Yep.
a bunch of them that still do it, going to the house and sitting down and going through the paper contracts
Yep.
as well. So.
And it kind of depends on the customer too. I mean, you get a feel right away when you're in there what's going to work for them, what's not going to work for them.
Yeah.
If they want everything electronic, that's easy. If not, here's the paper, here's how it's laid out. Get the pen out and let's get it done.
Well, it saves a lot of time too if you go out to a customer's house and you're looking at a roof
Yep.
and the siding, and you're putting all those down and signing off on that, but you forgot the gutter color,
Yep.
and now you have to drive all the way back out there 40
Couple
minutes.
trips out.
To
Yep.
go back out there and get a gutter color signed off. You can just forward the form to them, have them click and sign. I mean, that's been saving a lot of time for a lot of
Nice.
the reps on just a little extra little things that need to be done that
Yep.
can be easily done with that process instead of having to go back out to the house.
For sure. It has been a big change, and you notice it even with the younger kids when they were kept home, not wanting still wanting to learn online, e-learning, seeing the high schools and teachers aren't even in the classrooms anymore. It's all, they're learning from a computer that's sitting in front of them, and the world's changing. It's crazy.
It is. It's moving fast too. There's always things changing. You guys got to keep up and try to be ahead of it a little bit.
Yep, absolutely. And I think having the kids, my kids, your kids, whomever, kind of keeps us on our toes a little bit and lets us know what's coming, what's going, everything like that.
Absolutely, they do. They
Yeah.
show you all the little tricks.
Yep, I'm still learning. I mean, I know I'm on social media doing as much as I can, but every day they're like, "Hey, Mom, why do you do this?" Or let's get on here and try this. I'm like, I don't know what it is, but all right, let's do it. I'm getting on TikTok. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's fun. The world's changing, and I like seeing that kids want to help. They want to still be out there, still want to get out. They want to have the face to face. They're not stuck just sitting in the room behind a desk. It's good to see them get back out there and get back to the normal life. Well, it was great having you out here today. Again, if people want to get a hold of you, locations are where?
Yep, so we have our main location in Lake Elmo.
Yep.
And then our other location in Rochester, Minnesota.
Yep.
And then, they can get a hold of us on builtstrongexteriors.com. They can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So
Perfect.
we're on those 3 platforms right now. We might get on TikTok, maybe
Yeah.
eventually. But
Yep.
we're not there yet. Maybe coming soon.
Hey, you will be through us, so there you go.
Perfect. All right. I love it.
All right. Well, it was great having you out, Tony, today.
All right.
Thank you. Yep.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.